His brother is in there, but here we go, CTF Dome, and we're going to jump straight on board with 4Kings, and it looks like we've defaulted onto Moose, and this is probably one of the favourite Call of Duty maps in the just in this game. Genuinely, you see everybody play this to begin with. It's most played capture the flag map. It's fast and furious. We're going to see how these two teams play it.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, with it being the smallest map on the game, it does, of course, generate those epic gunfights, the quick flag captures that you do need to be watching out for. The game can change in a matter of seconds on this map because of how small it is. I think 9 seconds total to run a flag straight up the middle. So we are going to kick things off on board with Moose here, as I just flick it into first person. He is using the ACR. He is the more aggressive player of the two ARs, alongside Marky B, who is the more defensive.
You know what, obviously their captain Momo, he come third at EGL8, his highest placement, so obviously he's going to be looking to beat that this time round. Whether he's going to do it with this amount of quality here, I'm not sure.
Yeah, we are just going to flick on board with Momo now, who is using that PP90 and the extreme conditioning with quick draw and dead silence. A very usual setup for the SMG objective player, who will be, of course, supported by Kyle, who will be attempting to slay middle map with his SMG as well. But the way these two bounce off each other, it's whoever's closest to the flag will pull it.
Yeah, and it looks like Momo is actually setting up. He's waiting to sneak in there and try and get this flag, and here he goes. But no, gets shut straight down there by TEC as we default back over to Moose, who is actually playing really defensive now, watching that front door.
They are on the better side of the two as well, this vacant spawn. Svan has just taken down Kyle. Marky B exchanging kills there, and Momo off the spawn, going straight into that loading bay to attempt to pick up a kill. Has managed to weaken the player there, but stunned himself in the process, so he is just going to sit back. Now this is both of these teams' second game. Both received a bye in the first round, I believe, and it's interesting to see how they're playing. They're playing very slow and cautious to start with. Neither wants to make the first mistake, so just to make sure they are playing a little bit more sat back.
Yeah, like I said, we will default over to someone else. Moose seems to be playing this inside, so obviously they've set up this map just to try and hold that inside. They don't want to give away any flags. Here we go, Kyle now making a push as he moves down this left-hand side. He's actually seen someone by fork truck. Can he pick it up? No, they're in too much cover, and he's been stunned. He could be in a lot of trouble. Where are his team?
Marky B, I think, did manage to make that kill. Kills just being exchanged now between the two sides. Like I say, neither team seems to be willing to push, make the risk, make the mistake, so to speak. Moose just trying to watch the spawns from the middle map tank area to stop anybody pushing through onto that middle door, but Burns catches him off guard in the back, so that is Moose leaving the front door exposed, and now the art of rotation, I'm sure, will be implemented. There
you go, Marky B has actually seen one, and he's going to try and hold this down now. He's got to hold off loading bay. If he lets this other team get in, he's going to be in an awful lot of trouble. There he goes, actually backing off, rotating out. Momo is now there, and they're going to try and hold this loading bay side. This map, they just seem, every team wants this loading bay side. If you get it locked down, it makes every part of your game easier from both sides.
Yes, indeed. I mean, that is the way to manipulate the spawns. There we go, the vocalness from Momo as he gets that two-piece, pushes down, and this, of course, will enable the 4Kings squadron to actually get onto those spawns, try and shut the Swedish side down as they come off the spawns. Moose with a two-piece there, doing just that. Moose with a third now.
Wow.
That's 3 down. Momo with a fourth. That is 4 down. Momo jumps up in excitement there. Who are we going to get on board with? That will be Momo. Moose, of course, on the spawns as well. It's looking like they have got a clear run with that flag. Another one's going to cave. Svan's dropped down Marky B. Team kill there from Mart, and that is the first flag captured there. 2 4Kings.
Wow, you know what, that all got turned around there. Moose got an amazing three-piece. He shut them out. Momo picked up that last kill, gave him what is relatively quite an easy flag run back, as they knew they had all 4 players down, and they were very well set up there. They had a player by tank holding. They were never going to get out of that quickly enough.
Yeah, that was nice there from the 4Kings lineup, of course, on what is potentially TEC.Sweden's better maps in the CTF lineup, so it will be interesting to see how they can actually answer that. But do remember that 4Kings are on the better side of the two. They are attacking down the slopes, and the spawns are easier to actually stun towards, so that will, of course, play in their favour. On board now with Marky B, just patrolling this right-hand side.
Yeah, you know what, this seems kind of a slow burning team that we are watching. They seem to wait till they get full map control, and then they've got to make a play. Like I said, they don't seem to be exploding out that loading bay. They seem to be holding back, trying to get a few kills, move out, set up, get a few kills, and keep moving till they get it. But you know what, there we go. We see actually Carly 4K pushing out right now. He's going to try and lock down this side so his team can back him up, and you know what, get them kills, get that spawn trap in, and get another flag away.
Yeah, of course, they do need to get the most they can on this side. Marky B with a two-piece there. Kyle shutting down the fourth as well. Mark's getting caught with his pants down, running through that middle crate, and now Kyle is off up loading bay. Of course, he has got the support of his teammates there, making sure that they do spawn on that right-hand side. We'll get off from the flag carrier and see who is there. Moose to support him, just making sure nobody comes front door. That flag has been captured now, so that is 2-0 to 4Kings.
Yeah, and Moose just going straight into position, holding that front door and shot him. He knew where he was coming, and that there is just player intelligence. He's reading this game completely. He knew a player was going to come front door, and he held it. And you know what, like I said, they are Moose playing very defensive. Usually we're used to seeing Marky B being the defensive player. He did it at I-Series when we saw him. So obviously a little bit of a change up here. Both
Moose and Marky B really made a name for themselves at I-Series, of course, I-46 in August. That was by far where these players have most shined in their Modern Warfare 3 careers, in my personal opinion anyway. Moose, of course, playing under the Betamax lineup, and Marky B coming fourth with Tigerware.
Yeah, obviously, like I said, it does seem quite weird, though, that Marky B's being the more aggressive player and Moose is playing defensive. That's not how we're used to seeing them play, so maybe it's just how we've caught them when we flicked over to them on this rotational play. But there we go, they're now on board with TEC as they try to push out this loading bay side. Momo actually picking up one kill, stuns, and nades going in here. Momo, that's a second kill for him. He now has to get past TEC. Marks has actually gone in there. Where is that stun gone? Oh, he gets shut down by that Semtex.
Yeah, Mark's weak at the back of corridor. Just trying to pre-fire into the loading bay side. Has been taken down by an excellent grenade from Moose, and now TEC really do need to be pushing down this left-hand side, but of course only trailing by 2 flags and 4 minutes 30. There is no rush as it stands. Of course, as time does tick down, they will need to be a little bit more aggressive, perhaps switch to a 3 SMG tactic. I have seen that work notoriously, more in the earlier stages of this game actually. You don't tend to see it as much nowadays, but we will see what happens. Of course, English and Swedish will have different tactics.
Yeah, you know what, two very different communities. Obviously, they lap over a little bit when they scrim, but it's going to be interesting to see. Like I said, it's more the difference between the English and the American teams. We've seen the way they play, but you know what, this TEC.Sweden, they don't seem like a bad team. They're actually playing quite well at the moment. They just need to start, like I said, get that map control and start getting some flags away, put 4Kings back on the back foot, because at the moment they seem to be keeping the pressure up, just keep locked in.
Yeah, they do need to push them back a bit, get that 2, get that 3 down, but unfortunately Kyle there making that not happen, as he does manage to take down 2 of the TEC lineup. Marky B taking down Burns, who's just taken down Kyle. So Mark's just stuck in the middle of the map here, has been weakened, so his position has been revealed. He's trying to catch the 4Kings squadron off guard there by playing a little bit more aggressive when he was the last alive. Didn't play well for him, but now Svan back on the defensive, and we do need to see a big push here from Total Esports Circuit.
Yeah, they're going to need to actually do something now. Time is ticking down. I mean, 3 minutes is a lot of time, but at the same time, it's not a lot of time. Depending on how the game goes, you can just get stalled and stalled and stalled. But you know what? It's just how they're going to be. They're going to start feeling the pressure. As that gets lower and lower and lower, they're going to have to start making a move. Yeah,
we are on board here with March, who's attempting to make sure that things do not get any worse for the TEC lineup. Kyle pushing in, killing Burns up that loading bay side. Henke now, one of the fan favourites, I'd say, from the Call of Duty community, has just been taken down by Kyle. Kyle with a 2-piece there, locking onto Svan with his Magnum.
You know what, we haven't really seen TEC make a good push this side. Every time they do, they're getting taken down. 4Kings are determined to lock them into that house. They are not letting them get in. They're not going to let them string these kills together. And you know what, 4Kings kind of outclassing them at the moment.
Yeah, I think it is showing, but now they are actually being able to pull that flag. That is 3 down, sorry. Momo off the spawns there. Momo's taken down Henke, Marky B's taken down Martin. They haven't actually managed to run away very far with that flag. So many stuns must have flown over. Wow. Momo going huge there. Rel, his brother, has just jumped up in explanation, and now that flag has been returned, reset, and they are on the attack. That was such a good opportunity for Total Esports Circuit, but unfortunately not able to capitalise because of the efforts of Momo, their team captain.
Yeah, like you said there, obviously Momo was left last alive, and then he went clutch. He got one on that ramp, and then he got a great nade in, come around the corner and shut the third person down. So unbelievable play there from Momo, and you know what? That might have actually seen this map out.
Yeah, I think indeed it will. I mean, 1 minute 30 left on that clock, 2 to tie this and take it to overtime. Of course, it is still possible. As I said before this game, it is a very short amount of time to actually run this flag. Svan just looking in, loading bay, making sure that nobody can actually push in. They do need to be able to push out, but Kyle making sure that doesn't actually happen. And they have got the unfortunate Domo C bunker spawn, but sees 2 in the middle map. Moose taking down Marks.
Yeah, on board with Tech Burns as he tried to get out here. They need to get some momentum going. They need to actually break this trap. And you know what? Get in there and get some flags away because time is ticking down. You know what? You can see now they are constantly sprinting, and this says to me desperation. They are worried. They know they don't have the time. They've got to start stringing these kills together. They've got to get in there and get these flags out.
Yeah, I think that was a very important kill there from Marky B. If the bullets had have landed onto his head there, that would have been very, very vital and could have actually managed to get that flag away. Kyle and Momo both taking down kills. 40 seconds left on that clock. This is looking ever so late now for Tech. I don't think this is going to happen for them. On the better side of the two, of course, 4Kings just happy to see it out.
Obviously, like I said, that every time they try and push out this lone web, they get shut down. There we go, Marky B with the two-piece. Momo picking up another one as he runs in, gets taken down though. But you know what? So I don't think there is any more time left. He's going to go to 4Kings this first map, and they have put on an incredible show.
They have indeed. It is showing that practice does pay off. I mean, if you are a follower of their Twitters, you will see time and time again how much they are actually swimming. They've been on what is known in the community lately as the grind. Moose there picking up a nice two-piece, going for the 4 there as well. There we go, high fives all round from the team. Motivation there from Captain Momo. In fact, all of them joining in. Every single hand was touched. If we just bring up that scoreboard, let's have a look. Very evenly fragging there from the 4Kings side, I'd say 17, 18, 20 and 19. Unfortunately, single-digit kills from Burns and Marks probably didn't help the situation. However, when you are playing against Moose and Marky B's AR, it must be a very tough mountain to climb.